I used to know a fox who walked until the sun went thin, and the road tasted like metal in his mouth. He wasn't young anymore, he carried time in his shoulder and silence in his throat. He still had desire, but desire had started to feel expensive. He didn't talk about hunger, because pride doesn't like witnesses. He just kept walking, the way we all keep walking when we don't want anybody to see. How much we still need. Then he saw them, grapes low on the vine, bright with late light, round with promise. They look like forgiveness, they look like rest, they look like the first cool drink after a long, long journey. He smiled that tired little smile adults use when hope shows up again, and we don't know if we're allowed to believe in it. He bent his knees, he told himself, one jump, one honest jump, truth, and that's it. He jumped,
he missed,
he laughed,
he said,
fine, I slipped, I'll try again. I still have dignity. He jumped again, harder, harder, hard in his throat.
old
Strength waking up like an animal that still remembers how he used to run. And he missed again. The ground hit back this time, the kind of landing that reminds you you are not 20 anymore. He stayed down longer than he meant to. He watched the light move. He felt his breath shake. And when he finally spoke, his voice sounded calm. They're probably sour anyway. He said,
just like that,
like it was wisdom,
like it was truth,
like he didn't even want them. But listen, that sentence wasn't truth, it was self-protection. It was the bandage you tie around pride so it doesn't bleed in public. It was survival, we call that acceptance, but sometimes it's just a quiet way to say I couldn't reach without having to say couldn't reach. That night he slept under the vine, not because he was peaceful, but because walking felt like surrender. He watched the sky turn violet. He watched time lean over him like an old friend. He watched forgiveness hanging just above his reach. And he whispered to the dark,
I wanted you, I really wanted you.
no one heard except the dirt and the memory. Seasons don't care about our stories, they turn anyway. by the time the leaves went pale, he had a version of the truth that he could live with. He'd tell anyone who asked, those grapes too sharp, too bitter, not worth the trouble. And if you didn't know him, you'd think that's wisdom, that's maturity, that's a fox who understands what matters. But if you really watch his eyes in the silence after he said it, you would see regret living there, quiet like a candle cupped in both hands. Regret never needs to shout, it just waits. It has time.
Give him 12 seconds of space.
Years later, and I mean years, with gray in the muzzle and slower mornings, and a softer kind of dignity, he passed another vineyard. Different place, different air, different life, same age.
He stopped walking.
He didn't leap this time. He didn't pretend he didn't care. He didn't call it sour. He just stood under that hanging sweetness and let himself admit the oldest, hardest truth.
I wanted something I could not reach.
That admission wasn't weakness, that admission was healing.
That was the moment forgiveness finally arrived.
Not forgiveness for the world, not forgiveness for the grapes, forgiveness for himself. Forgiveness for the younger version of him who had to lie to survive the day. We talk about redemption like it's a miracle most of the time. Redemption is just the first honest sentence we say to ourselves after years of pretending. He looked around, he found a fallen branch, he rolled a stone. He made himself a step, small, shaken, stubborn. He reached, he didn't get the prettiest fruit, he didn't get the one from his memory, he didn't get the past back, but he tasted sweetness, not perfect, not pure, not magic, real, and real was enough. And this part matters. A young fox walked beside him, bright eyes, fast blood, that reckless kind of hope that hasn't been asked to pay yet.
The young one looked up at the vine and said, do you think I can make it?
And the old fox, the one with dust on his coat and time